So hi everyone, today we are going to review the latest wines which have come into the market, and Ajoy of Wines is very happy that we have got this special wines which have come to me, and this has been launched by Resvera, and there are two different wines which have been launched, and they have been made from Jamun, and Jamun, as you know, is a superfruit. So this superfruit basically is a storehouse of vitamins, it's a storehouse of minerals, it's a storehouse of antioxidants. So this Jamun has been made, has been processed and has been converted into wine, and this is what we are going to review. I have been getting a lot of comments, asking how is Jamun wine different from, regular wines. So this is the best time actually where we can compare the wines, and we can talk much more about the Jamun wine that we have on hand. Okay, so we'll start off with the Resvera Wines Pure Jamun. It doesn't give any vintage on the label, but this is as described by the team this is last year's, this is 1 year old, and so we'll go ahead and open the wine. So in the glass, if you see, the first thing you see when you taste a wine is the color of the wine. So if you see the color, it's really deep red in color with some purple hues, and the next step is you swirl the wine so that you can get all the aromas coming to your nose. So you take a deep sniff, and what am I getting here? Here I'm getting all the aromas and flavors of Jamun, and it's really concentrated. You cannot mistake it for anything else. It's completely pure Jamun aromas, and it's almost like it's a very seductive aroma. It just keeps on coming and coming, and it doesn't go away. So it's like really concentrated. So the next step is you take a sip and swirl it all around in your mouth, and take a little air through your mouth as well. So what I'm getting is, initially there's a touch of sweetness, but there's enough tannins, there is a little astringency from the Jamun, and what I'm getting is there's a nice balance of acid and sweetness, and at the end when you're drinking the wine, you get a lingering taste of Jamun which remains behind in your mouth. So all in all, this is a wonderful wine. So how do you compare this with any grape wine? Grape wines are quite similar, but this is a typical wine made out of Jamun, and it is giving all the characters that any wine can have. And besides this, it also has all the different nutritional values what Jamun has. So I think this wine is quite good and is perfect to go with a lot of wholesome food, like your nagli papad, roasted nagli papad, or even like your simple homemade food like your dal khichda or something like. So it's very good wine to have with your regular wholesome Indian food. So I think the team has done a wonderful job in making this wine. I think this compares with one of the top wines made in India today. So moving on to the next wine, we'll go to the Resvera Jamun Light. Okay, so this, again there's no vintage on this, but I am again told that this is a year old, and so This particular wine, if you see the color, it's deep rosé in color with some shades of red showing. It's got this nice sweet fruity characters that are coming to the nose, and it's really enticing. Those aromas are really enticing. And you get a lot of Jamun in the background. It's not as prominent as the pure Jamun, but it still has got a lot of Jamun in the background. I think that's the reason why they call it light. So again, take a sip and roll it all around, and you will see there's a nice tangy feel to this wine. It's bright, it is light, it is a little acidic, but then the sweetness, this is an off-dry wine, so the sweetness balances that acidity very well. And it's got a really moderate long finish, so it lasts in your mouth for a long time. And I think this is perfect because of the sweetness. It will match with most Indian curries like your bharleli wangi or any kind of little spicy food that you have on a regular day. So I think this goes very well with your traditional Indian fare. So all in all, I think the producers have done a wonderful job. They have created something which is very unique. You can see there are two different styles. One is a pure style which is deep red in color, and the other one is like a deep rosé, and both are perfect to go with Indian food, besides providing a lot of nutrition. So I think this is perfect offering from the house of Resvera.